Welcome to our podcast. I'm Tameem bin Nasir.
I'm Ahmad Aziz.
Khadijah Sahi.
Sahaab Noor.
And welcome to
हम
Chaar
चार
Awazaar. हम आवाज़ार क्यों है यार?
पता नहीं यार.
Why is there so much feeling in that line? The way you say it, like, there's so much feeling. हम आवाज़ार क्यों है यार? Alright, welcome to episode 0 of Chaar Awazaar. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. I think to start off, let's give a few introductions of who we are, where we're from, and all of that.
Alright, my name is Khadijah Sahi. Born and bred Pindi, Pakistan. And all of us, by the way, are second year medical students in Rawalpindi Medical University. So yeah, we're med students. But for me, that is not something that I usually make a part of my identity. I think there's multitudes to it, and hopefully we can get to explore that over the course of the podcast.
Yeah, very nice. I'm Tameem bin Nasir, and I'm not born and bred Pakistan. I was 2 months
Weird
old.
flex, but okay.
Yeah, weird flex. It's also a sad story. I was 2 months old when my parents decided to take me abroad. I mean,
You were
2 months old.
uprooted.
Yeah, if I was born abroad, that would be different now. Okay, so I was 2 months old when I went to America. So I grew up there. My father basically went there to study. So I grew up in LA, and for about 10 years
Just
I was there.
casually dropping it there.
Yeah, I
LA,
mean,
you know,
Yeah,
Hollywood.
it just
Not a
happened to
big
be.
deal at all.
It just happened to be. So my dad did his master's, PhD from there, and then we came back to Pakistan in 2010. From then on, I'm full Pakistani, trying to be Pakistani up till now, and I
Just
think I'm doing pretty
sacrifice
good.
my own life for Pakistan.
Yeah. So that's been my story, and it's been a long ride.
I think this is probably the worst question I can answer because I do not like this question. And it's not some weird, like, where am I actually from? But it's just like,
Oh, it's definitely that. Where are you really from, man? Who are you? What's your identity?
the thing is, technically from Lahore, but I've never lived there. So I was born in Saudi Arabia. Then I think 8 years later it was Singapore. Then 4 years later it was UAE, which is a huge problem for the people here because I keep saying I'm from Alain.
No, you're
But,
from Dubai.
See, guys, Dubai and Alain are two very different things. It's like Islamabad and Pindi. It's like
So see, my justification is, flight lene jate ho. Like whenever he goes back home, where do you take a flight to? You say मैं दुबई जा.
it can be Abu Dhabi as well. There are
but
more
like-
airports.
नहीं
No,
तो
but
जाते
like-
तो दुबई हो ना.
मैं
जाते दुबई हो ना?
रासल खैमा भी गया हूँ. चलो अब बोलो.
नहीं
No,
ना किसी को
what?
समझ नहीं आता रासल खैमा क्या चीज़ है.
रासल खैमा.
नहीं किसी को समझ नहीं आता रासल खैमा क्या है. कॉमन पर्सन को क्या होगा? दुबई जा रहा हो ना.
क्यों समझना है? मैं क्यों explain करूँ?
You're on a podcast. You're supposed to explain
Yep.
stuff.
Guys,
Also,
I hope you
देखो.
guys know Alain's a place that exists in UAE, United Arab Emirates.
just
Pick,
casually.
pick up a map, guys. Pick up a map.
So patronizing.
Says the person
patronizing.
who's worse at geography says pick up a map.
Yeah.
The irony is just amazing.
Exactly.
My name is Sahaab, and I've spent 20 years of my life in 5 different cities and 11 different schools. Fun fact, I changed 4 schools in Islamabad, so yeah, like I'm in Islamabad right now, and my friends call me burger, but I say I'm not a burger because my last
She
city
is.
was. I'm not a burger, but because my last city was Lahore. So yeah,
I mean,
that,
just
that makes me like a part.
That burger pronunciation is just so burger.
I know. It's the fact that like all of you guys are international students, and then she has
Also
the same accent as you guys. So it's just like
Never mind. Also, people like ask me what, like, people confuse my name with Sahab, like the Urdu word Sahab, but it's Sahab. It's an Arabic word. It means badal. Also, I love clouds.
I'd like to bring up something. My whole life, मेरा नाम तमीम है ना. Everyone asked me तुम्हारे नाम का मतलब क्या है? And I was just like sahabi का नाम है. And उस sahabi के उन्होंने ये दज्जाल को देखा हुआ है. He lit the first candle in Medina and everything. I used to tell them stories and like बात टल जाती थी. Just 2 days ago, my brother sent me my name's meaning, and I was like, damn, it actually means
that's
something.
who I am.
Yeah, that's who I am, and it's actually, I don't know,
What does it mean?
it's a bit, it means virtuous, strong, and physically fit. I mean, okay, sure, that sounds good.
Actually, that's very interesting. ना Islamic names के साथ यही होता है. My name is Khadijah. People somehow people still ask me, they like Khadijah ka matlab kya hai?
And
I'm
you
like,
would say
you guys know who Hazrat Khadijah.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
It's supposed to mean something.
Yeah, but and then the only meanings that I get is कि जो Hazrat Khadijah की life पे based है, they're like मालदार औरत,
Yeah, wow, rich,
virtuous
richy rich.
woman, and I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're just basing it off on
Yeah, what does Ahmad mean?
Khadijah, Hazrat Khadijah
I
Rasulallah.
think Ahmad comes from like the hamd or something, right? Phrases.
Guys, I'm gonna play my foreigner card and say I'm not sure.
But you're from an
know your
Arabic
name?
country though.
Guys, my Arabic is very much restricted to ma'am, can I go to the washroom? And ma'am, when will the bell ring? So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, can you say that please?
But like, I'm pretty sure Ahmed means
God.
like तारीफ करने वाला, like Allah Taala की
Yeah,
तारीफ
hamd,
करने
like
वाला.
phrases, right?
हाँ. Shame on you, man. You don't know your own नाम का मतलब.
Yep. Now you learn something every day. I mean,
Every single day. Anyways, हम चार अवजार, story time.
yep. So like पहले जो बंदा सुने like वो कहेगा यार two Awazaar. Like it's a funny story though. कि हमारा नाम बिल्कुल ये नहीं था. And then one day we decided नहीं, we have to start all over again. And for that Khadijah कहती है 2 मिनट 2 में आती हूँ. वापस आई कहती मैं गाने सुन के आई हूँ. Urdu raps. And then she's just like हम चार हैं तो हम चार Awazaar. It rhymed. It sounds. Like it was so good. Like instantly, हमने अपने दोस्तों से share किया and everyone was like, "This is perfect." So
I was just on that Faris Shafi hype, man. I was just like dropping bars here and
Yup.
there.
so that's that.
Not everyone actually liked the name. You know, a few of us wanted a more personal touch to it because, you know, not all of us here are Awazaar. But after some depth understanding of the word and understanding sound value of it, I decided to change my wallpaper from the previous name to the new name.
Some of us were very attached to the old name.
Yep.
But like, you've got to realize, man, this podcast is like a phoenix. It
Yep.
rose through its ashes. You had to kill one for its rebirth.
Why do you have to kill my idea though? But it's okay. I've moved on, guys. I don't cry about it every day. I'm okay.
Are you sure? It really seems like you're
No,
really
that's
upset.
very sus though. Now I think you cry about it.
So moving on.
Also I remember throwing tantrums कि मैं Awazaar नहीं हूँ, I'm not Awazaar, I'm a very happy person. Like then I realized कि how Awazaar I'm actually like
Yeah.
with time I realized कि
Yeah, reflection.
we all are Awazaar somehow.
And
It's not just
you-
like being I'm so tired of Awazaar. It's
one thing I don't like कि आजकल ना being Awazaar and sad is pretty cool. Like I just don't get it. Like people start relating to being sad.
I think a culture भी है ना, like especially in med school, there's a culture of RR.
RR करना फजूल का, and people start like they team up like RR मिलके करते हैं. Also they hate other people doing it, but they love doing it.
And also they treat it as like मुझे समझ लगती है थोड़ी एक हद तक के ये therapeutic होगा थोड़ा सा.
हाँ.
लेकिन हर वक्त नहीं होता. You're just adding to your own problems.
Yeah, my idea of it is बाद में हम इसके deep philosophy में जाएंगे. Like but the idea is कि जब RR करते हो ना and the other person does it, you start to feel included. Like उसमें like I'm not different. Everyone is facing
Relatability
different. Relatability आ जाती है. And then you start not feeling left out. And then you start to think everyone has problems. Everyone has the same issues. And then वो चीज़ आपकी वो परेशानी कम करती है.
But like it has to be some sort of solution oriented, which is I think one of the things that we're keeping in mind with the podcast as well. Okay, since we're like people, you know, 4 people, we want to reach one place with the podcast. But like anyways, yeah, that was the story of how we're Awazaars, but brackets not.
Yep.
But like, yeah, a changing of name occurred, but some of us still have a hard time getting over
But here
it.
we are.
I've accepted
Also,
it. I'm
interestingly,
alright.
my own name changed.
Yeah.
Is it-
I just got to know. Like you had a different name. That's so
yeah,
weird.
me as a baby versus me now, I had a different name. मेरा नाम होता था Fajr, which is like, and then somebody came, some random uncle, पापा के कोई बहुत दूर के दोस्त came to our home, and he was like, आप अपनी बेटी का नाम इम्हातुल मोमिनीन पे रखे. And my parents was like, interesting, what do you suggest? So this random uncle who just walked into our drawing room.
How old were you?
I was like some weeks old or something.
When I say Fajr, you won't look to it.
No, but like I have one friend who had multiple Khadijah friends, so she used to call me Fajr.
You're like the Fajr Khadijah.
Yeah, I'm the Fajr Khadijah. There have been so many problems because of it. There were random लोग होते थे कहते थे आपका नाम खदीजा है या फजर है, वो आपको फजर बुलाती हैं लेकिन बाकी सब आपको खदीजा.
दिल से आप फजर है.
Multiple identities, guys.
Yep.
Whatever suits.
I mean, I can't be the only one that thinks I've never heard the name Fajr. It's like, oh, Zohar aa rahi hai. Yaar, wo Maghrib bhag gaya.
नहीं, have you not heard Isha?
Isha is a name
Like
as
it's
well.
pronounced the
Isha,
wrong
it's
way.
not Isha.
It's pronounced the wrong way.
No offense to all the Fajrs that are listening to this
Also,
podcast.
Zohar, Isha,
But ye-
Asar, Maghrib,
this-
everyone.
There's an Asr as well.
This man is just uncultured, you know, he's
And
Mr.
ironically,
Worldwide, just
ironically,
not from
he's the only Arabic one. Like,
Guys,
he's
मैं ना-
from Dubai.
मैं नमाज़ें पढ़ता हूँ, मैं उनके लोगों को ढूंढता नहीं हूँ नमाज के साथ, ठीक है? Big difference.
But you should know like some basic Arabic, na?
इसलिए तो मैं यहाँ पे आया हूँ, आप लोग सिखा देंगे ना?
just
इसमें
know
क्या है?
words like Habibi, what's that word?
Yeah, everyone. Yalla habibi.
Khalas.
Khalas,
Salam
usko-
wala kya hota hai wo?
Huh?
When you
Marhaba.
meet marhaba, yeah.
We just said Islam because we're also Muslims.
हम तो
Cultural shock, but it exists.
guys आइंदा से हम लोग आपस में आदाब बोला करेंगे एक दूसरे को.
हम सब
हाँ.
कॉन्टिनेंट से हैं
हाँ,
और
हम सब
कल्चर
continents
जगह
से, हम
कल्चर
बड़े
जगह
सगीर के
बिल्कुल.
लोग हैं.
आप तो
दुरुस्त
कह लें, आप तो मतलब 10 years whitewash in the US, huh?
Like,
LA.
I have such like a I don't really have an identity.
Not
sort
even
of.
like Ohio, Texas,
Shit.
LA. It's a different thing. It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But like anyways, you know, talking
The story
about
of how we all came together. Yes.
Yep. So me and Ahmad in first year we used to have some discussions. Like हो जाता है दोस्तों में हो जाता है discussions करते हैं. And like we had some long discussions. Then we started having fun. So एक दिन basketball match खेलने के बाद we were sitting in the cafeteria. I was like, Ahmad, why don't we record everything we talk about and like look back at it after a while. So and then Ahmad came up with that classic joke. After every deep talk, friends are like, let's start a podcast. And then that's where the idea was planted. And then it just we sort of he was hyped up about it. कुछ दिनों तक मुझे भेजता रहता था topics like ये भी बात करेंगे. And then the idea went away. Profs आ गए. And after profs, we were doing another project and we approached Sahaab.
It was no thought head empty, and I was just like, हम podcast करते हैं because I just love doing random things. मैं बोलती हूँ मुझे ये करना है और then like I want to do those things. So when Ahmed के पास गई मैंने कहा पता है Ahmed, I want to do a podcast, and the look Ahmed gave me, and I was like, did I say something wrong? ये तो कुछ मसला है podcast के साथ or
It was the most surprising thing ever because I had never mentioned this to anyone except for Tameem. And me and him were pretty adamant that like second year was the time where we we're gonna do the entire thing. And then she just comes out of the blue with the exact same idea. And I think everything just started like building up from there.
And then Ahmad came up to me, he's like, तुमने इसको पता है? किसको कैसे पता चला है?
साजिश चल रही है यहाँ पे मेरे पीछे. But like yeah, and I remember I had not met most of these people before. मुझे बस पता था ये लोग बास्केटबॉल खेलते हैं. एक दफा मैंने इनके साथ खेली थी. Then
I was your bestie. Excuse me, Khadijah.
the dudes. That's यार आपको discredit नहीं कर रहे हो. But like yeah, this one time I disappointed them in basketball. Then I was like, I'm never gonna talk to them ever again. But like I remember just standing in front of the cafe talking to Sahaab, and we were like already very good friends. And then you know they came up and they were like, oh, you know, we're thinking about this podcast idea. We're thinking of having a fourth member.
And Sahaab was like,
That's
I have
why-
this really cool friend who has also interesting views and
So
everything.
basically Sahab lied. She tricked all of us and it wasn't true.
Yeah, I wanted you all to suffer.
Your bestie snitched.
Mission accomplished. Mission
Because you didn't
accomplished.
call me bestie at first.
I'm the victim here. Look at guys, all of the audience. I'm getting ganged up against these teen Awazaars here. If I don't make it till the next episode, you guys know what happened to the fourth Awazar. Truly, not
Fourth
a
Awazar.
conspiracy theory.
For any
But,
police officers listening, she is just kidding. And for any lawyers, please send us your numbers. We might need your help in a bit.
But like, yeah, they talked to me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is such a cool idea. I want because मुझे ये होता है कि like, you know, I need something like a project going on all the time. To like, you know, I just think it adds quality to life or वो सब. लेकिन मुझे याद है कि like around 10th grade I wanted to do something like a podcast or something, and I remember getting heavily cringe shamed for it, and that's when I just gave up on the idea. Back then though, podcast wasn't part of the digital stream of things in Pakistan, but now it is, and we're happy to contribute. So yeah, it's we've definitely, I think we became kind of friends through the podcast project as
Kind
well.
of friends.
Excuse me.
Oops.
Judgment is still pending on some of the Awazars, but it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's just getting violated here and there.
And with that, we'll actually be concluding episode 0. Hope you guys had fun. This was just a basic introduction on everything and how things are going to go. And hopefully you guys stay tuned for episode 1.
Yeah, so just thanks for tuning in, and you can follow us on Instagram. Our handle is Chaar Awazaar, and the podcast episodes will be uploaded on all streaming platforms such as SoundCloud, Google Podcast, YouTube. So yeah, stay tuned. See you guys next episode.